Welcome back to CruiseAway here on Channel 17. I'm Derek and I'm here to ask you some big questions about your next big holiday adventure. And in this show, I really do mean adventure. Now, which of these three would tick the box for you for that brave new world holiday? Would it be heading to walk the Great Wall of China and rubbing shoulders with the mighty terracotta warriors? Or maybe you'd prefer driving along the ice-filled highways of the Canadian Rocky Mountains and whale watching on an Alaskan cruise? Or perhaps for you, standing at the feet of the Acropolis of Athens and the pyramids of Giza sound more like your kind of getaway? Well, in this show, I can offer you all of that and so much more, so stick around. We're taking some journeys right here. Let's get started straight away then with our Dream Away package for October next year, and this is super exciting. A great travel opportunity and drinking in some incredible culture and history too. So let's embark to the Great Wall of China and meet the terracotta warriors with a guided tour and cruise Japan too, all in one holiday. We'll fly you first from either Sydney or Melbourne out to Beijing in China, and here's where a boutique 8-night escorted tour begins. And here's Andy with all of the details.
Welcome to the capital of China and the starting point of a captivating journey through the country's iconic Great Wall and ancient terracotta warriors. Upon your arrival at the capital Beijing, you'll be met at the airport and transferred to your hotel, where you will stay for your first 3 nights. The next morning, you'll take a leisurely guided tour through Tiananmen, the largest city square in the world that's steeped in history, dating back to the 1600s. It's then into the sprawling magnificence of the Forbidden City, the former residence of the Ming and Qing emperors. Upon entering through the Gate of Supreme Harmony, you'll find a magical complex full of imperial riches. On day 3, you'll be ticking off your bucket list as you head out of Beijing and travel north to one of the 7 wonders of the modern world, the Great Wall of China. Here, you'll walk the cobbles, cross the watchtowers and follow the way of the rugged mountains at the Julian section, one of the 3 greatest passes of the Great Wall. En route, you'll visit a jade museum where you have the chance to purchase intricate pieces of genuine gemstone before heading to the Sacred Way and Ming tombs, the final resting place of 13 of the Ming emperors. On day 4, make a stop at Tongren Tang to learn about traditional Chinese medicine before travelling on to Xi'an, where you'll be transferred to your hotel and spend the rest of the day at leisure. The following morning, you'll come face to face with the spectacular terracotta warriors. It's a sight like no other. Some 7,000 unique soldiers carved in exquisite detail with no 2 faces alike. Originally created to protect Emperor Qin Shi Huang in the afterlife, the warriors have stood strong for over 2,000 years, and you'll get the opportunity to learn how these magnificent creations came to be with a visit to the Xi'an Arts and Ceramic Exhibition. In the afternoon, you'll fly to Hangzhou and upon arrival, transfer to your hotel for the rest of the day at leisure. This city is known as the tea capital of China, so be sure to take a trip to a local tea house. The next morning, you'll start the day with a small boat ride on the west lake of another UNESCO World Heritage Site, which reveals the ethereal beauty of Hangzhou's willow-draped islands. That evening, you'll journey to Suzhou, where you'll stay overnight. On day 7, you'll visit the Lingering Garden, a renowned classical Chinese garden, and another UNESCO World Heritage Site, before you experience the intricate art of silk production come to life as you tour a silk spinning factory. It's then on to Shanghai, where you'll stay the next 2 nights. You'll visit the famous Bund on the riverfront before enjoying a thrilling Chinese acrobatic show in the evening. The next morning, you'll step back in time as you take a tour of the Shanghai Museum with more than 120,000 objects on show. You'll then get to enjoy the rest of the day at your own leisure, with the option to take a tour of the Old Town, as well as an evening cruise along the Huangpu River. It's a fascinating 8-night, fully escorted tour that takes in some of China's most iconic and must-see sights as you journey from Beijing through Xi'an and on to Shanghai.
Incredible. And you know what? That's only part of the story as well, because it's cruise time next. We will transfer you down to the port in Baoshan, which is the port for Shanghai. And you've got 7 nights of cruising on this wonderful, wonderful ship, which is Spectrum of the Seas. Now, this is Royal Caribbean, so this is absolutely fantastic. Great family time, and you can see the styling on Spectrum is just perfect for this part of the world as well. There is so much on offer. It's so very, very stylish and yet so fun as well. I love these bigger ships because they are, one, they're newer, they're smarter, they're full of these wonderful technological innovations as well. Things that you just never ever would see in hotels, even the smartest hotels around the world. I mean, it's just great. And you've got all of this dining just literally round the corner as you go on this wonderful cruise. Now, this cruise is taking in Japan, which is fantastic. And look at how beautifully, we're looking at some of the specialty dining on board right now. Look at how beautiful everything is. Look at how different your dining experiences are as well. They're a real experience. It's almost like before you go and see the show in the theatre, you can enjoy a show in the restaurant where you're dining. You've got things like teppanyaki, which is a real kind of show and a meal all in one. Plenty of activities if you are super energetic as well. You can take there the iFly, which is brilliant, a simulated skydiving. There's the Flow Rider, which is your surf simulator. There's just so much going on this ship. So whether you want to be super active or super relaxed, you've got something for everyone. Even the bumper cars there, and you are allowed to bump, which I absolutely love. Right, let's take this cruise then. Out of Boshan, the port for Shanghai, and we're into Kobe first, which is in Japan, of course. Overnight on board here, which is superb. Really lovely metropolitan city, of course. Famous for breeding the Wagyu cows, of course. Some of the highest quality beef in the world. On to Osaka. Shinto shrines here, the gardens of raked gravel at the temples. You can wander through a bamboo forest here as well. And into the port next for Tokyo. Yokohama is the port. Try the sushi here, the ramen and the yakitori skewers. Absolutely beautiful and a great place to shop till you drop as well. 2 days at sea, and we will leave Spectrum in Shanghai and then fly it back to Sydney. So as you can see here, it's a real journey of discovery. I love the fact that you've got this escorted tour, and there is so much in there as well, so much rich history, so much to explore and to see and discover. And of course that means major memories when you get back from your holiday as well. I love this. It looks an amazing itinerary, and the great thing about this, of course, it's for October next year, is that we can put a low deposit down today on this of just $800 each. The price tag, given the fact that this is obviously the flight and you've got that escorted tour and you've got the cruise as well around Japan. Just look at this price tag. I mean, this is value for money. This is what we call a dream away package here at CruiseAway. I mean, look at that. And an $800 deposit today will secure this price for you as well. I love it. There are flights from other cities available, of course. Just let us know and we can sort that out for you. You've got your phone number there. It's toll free as well. 1300 408 764 is your telephone number. Let's look at your upgrades here on the cruise as well. So 7 nights of this holiday is the cruise on Spectrum of the Seas. You've got the price there to go up to ocean view to balcony and a gorgeous suite on Spectrum of the Seas. You lucky people. Don't forget, of course, you can spread the cost of this holiday as well with Travel Pay Later. Talk to the team as well about that. It's brilliant. It's a great way to budget for your holiday as well. All the details, of course, are on our website too, cruiseaway.com.au. Now that is a major adventure as well, but it's one of several I've got for you in this show. So call us now, toll free 1300 408 764 for that first amazing adventure. But stick around for the rest of the show first, because I might tempt you to one of the others as well. We're going to switch cruise lines right now to Holland America Line, which is really lovely. Very home from home, very relaxed, very luxurious, great service, wonderful restaurants on board as well. And we are taking a big cruise and tour package this time, taking in the best of the Rockies in Canada and an escorted tour, of course, plus an Alaska cruise. Now, the whole thing is 13 nights and it starts on the 30th of April. And we're flying this time from Sydney out to Calgary in Canada, where your 4-night tour begins. And once again, here's Paul with the rundown.
Welcome to the bustling Canadian province of Alberta. On your arrival here in Calgary, you'll make your way to your hotel and enjoy the rest of the day at leisure. Make the most of your time by discovering quirky Canadian history at Heritage Park. Or why not take a trip to the observation deck of the Calgary Tower to take in the spectacular views of the mountains that you'll come to explore during this escorted tour. The next morning, you'll enjoy breathtaking scenery as you travel into the Rocky Mountains towards Banff National Park. You'll take in incredible glaciers, dramatic peaks, and the brilliant emerald waters of the jewel of the Canadian Rockies, Lake Louise and Moraine Lake. You'll have amazing photo opportunities, including a walk to the rock pile, which offers the very best views in this UNESCO World Heritage Area. You'll spend the evening at leisure in Banff, where you'll enjoy an overnight stay. Be sure to soak in the town's laid-back atmosphere as you explore its shops, chateaus, and friendly pubs. On day 3, you'll head north and travel the famous Icefields Parkway through the Jasper National Parks. This is quite simply one of the most beautiful drives in the world, with awe-inspiring views of Crowfoot Glacier, Bow Summit and Mistaya Canyon. It's then on to the Columbia Icefield Discovery Centre, which gives you a unique opportunity to ride the specially designed Ice Explorer, which takes you right onto the surface of the stunning Columbia Glacier, a real must-do. You'll then return to Banff for a further overnight stay with the evening at leisure. The following day, you'll journey through 3 of Canada's most breathtaking national parks, Mount Revelstoke, Glacier and Yoho. On the way, you'll stop at Eagle Pass and visit the last spike of the Transcontinental Railway, where it connects the east to the west. During your travels here, you'll take in amazing sights, including huge snow-capped mountains and beautiful tree-lined lakes. You'll then journey onto the rural city of Abbotsford in British Columbia, where you'll enjoy an overnight stay with the remainder of the evening at leisure. On day 5, you'll end your tour in Vancouver, where you'll enjoy a morning sightseeing some of this vibrant city's top sites, including the Chinatown and Gastown districts, as well as leafy Stanley Park.
And then it is time for us to cruise, and we are cruising to Alaska. We are doing it with Holland America Line as well on the Koningsdam. This is a perfect ship for Alaska cruising as well, because when you cruise through Alaska, it is all about the scenery. It's all about seeing the bald eagles, the bears, the whales, and of course the glaciers as well. So your vantage point from a ship is absolutely perfect. It really is. And look at just how calm and chilled and relaxed everything is on board, because let me tell you, your eyes will be on stalks right the way through this cruise. So to be able to, after maybe a day of cruising, scenic cruising maybe, or in one of the Alaskan ports, then you've got the chance to really kind of settle down, relax, enjoy those wonderful pools, the spas, gorgeous entertainment of an evening as well. You've got the wonderful theatre shows, and actually, of course, while you're dining is an occasion when you're cruising as well, because it's a really relaxed affair. And of course, you don't have to deal with the kitchen in any way whatsoever. It's all just served up to you in style. Holland America have an amazing reputation for repeat passengers as well. People come back again and again and again. You really get used to the homely feel and the warm welcome that you get on board one of these cruise lines. And you can see the range of entertainment here as well. It's not just watching screens, it's enjoying live performances as well. BB King's is really, really popular as well. So we're cruising out of Vancouver, and we've got 7 nights of cruising. Scenic cruising through the Inside Passage through to Juneau in Alaska, which is really, really beautiful, actually. One of the most popular ports all the way through Alaska. Then we go into Skagway. Remember, there are lots and lots of excursions through all of these ports, so maybe you want to go and visit Dewey Lake there, and then heading through Glacier Bay as well, which is a real privilege for the cruise lines as well, so you can get real close to the glaciers and maybe even watch them calving as well. Scenic cruising again through the Inside Passage. So there are a few days on this itinerary where we are simply marveling at the wonders of Alaska, and they are many and plenty as well. Let me tell you. So with this, you've got a real nice sort of 50-50 kind of holiday. You've got the escorted tour there, right the way through the Rocky Mountains. And because you're doing this by motor transport, you really are eye to eye with the scenery, driving through those dramatic landscapes, those wonderful mountains and forests, seeing the national parks as well. It is incredible. And we've included so much in this as well. So you've got that bespoke escorted tour, and you cannot be in this part of the world without taking an Alaska cruise. And the only way really to see the drama of Alaska is being there eye to eye with the scenery. You will come back from this experience and you will want to do it again straight away. So many people that cruise Alaska say, you know what? The funny thing, especially for, you know, where we are in our part of the world, we're used to sunshine, we're used to warmth. So some people think, well, why would I want to go somewhere that is absolutely arctically cold for a holiday? And then you go and you see the scenery and you watch the dramatic carving of the glaciers, you see the bears, you see the whales. It's a completely and utterly different world, and it is one that captivates so many people, and they go back again and again and again. We've got all the flights covered in our CruiseAway package here as well, and it really is incredible. Let me show you the price tag straight away. This is not that far away if you think about it. April in next year certainly will roll around quite quickly. And look at the price tag. Again, remember, we're going all the way to Canada here, doing that wonderful escorted tour, which is all tailored for you. It's all in smaller, more bespoke groups. And then you've got that incredible 5-star relaxing cruise with Holland America Line through Alaska as well. Can I come with you? This is an amazing price, $4,499 per person. It is incredible. Let's have a look at the upgrades then on the cruise, because we always put, of course, the best price in front of you, which is your inside stateroom. There are your ocean view, balcony and suite upgrade prices, and you'll notice that the ocean view and the balcony price are the same. So let me tell you the deal here. If you go for an ocean view upgrade, obviously you pay the supplement for that upgrade, but we then upgrade you again for not $1 extra up to a balcony. Now, why is that important on an Alaska cruise? Well, of course, it's all about the scenery. So if you want to wake up and then open the door of the balcony, get out there, see the sights, see the wonderful, well, it might be you that gets out there and spots a whale first thing in the morning on your Alaska cruise. It is incredible. Don't forget, of course, you can spread the cost of your holiday with Travel Pay Later as well. Talk to our team about that. Toll free 1300 408 764 is our telephone number if you want to know more. Of course, that's based on Sydney flights. If you want to fly from another city, then talk to our team on the telephone lines right now. Don't forget, that's the most important number you need as well. Whether you want any cruise with any cruise line, that's the number to call, 1300 408 764. Now, this is a real humdinger of a deal. This I think you're going to love, and we are switching cruise lines again this time to MSC. And MSC are just wonderful. Glamorous ships, wonderful service, and this holiday honestly ticks every box, because we are going to the Acropolis, the Valley of the Kings, and going to see the Pyramids of Giza here as well. It's 25 nights all told, and it's the 30th of October next year. Let's start the adventure then by flying from Sydney to Athens in Greece for a 3-night hotel stay, and this includes a private full-day tour to immerse yourself in this ancient city as well. It is incredible. Now, while you are here, you're going to be exploring the ruins of the Acropolis. You'll visit the Acropolis Museum as well, which is just brimming with priceless ancient artifacts. You'll head to the Panathinaikos Stadium, which is the cradle of the first Olympic Games, which took place in the late 1800s. You'll pass by the Greek Parliament there. You're going to the National Gardens of Greece, the Temple of Olympian, Hadrian's Ark, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. You'll visit the Acropolis as well, see the marble gates of the Propylaea, the Temple of Athena. So you really are covering so much on this. You're even going to the Dionysus Theatre as well, and the new Acropolis Museum too. It's incredible. All covered in that tour. And then we have got your cruise. Now, this is MSC Musica. Now, MSC ships are famed for their glamour, their Italian Mediterranean styling, their wonderful welcome, their wonderful service as well. There's always something going on an MSC cruise. Now listen, you can be as relaxed as you like on one of these cruises, or you can be as active as you like as well. And when I say active, that can be yoga and Pilates first thing in the morning to dancing the night away in the Q32 disco late at night. There they are, dancing away. You have got quite some port-rich intensive itinerary on this one as well. So you might be thinking, you know what, for me, I'm enjoying the ports during the day and I'm having an early night, which is absolutely fine. Now, early nights or late nights are completely your choice. And even you can do a late breakfast if you like as well, which is great. There's always food coming at you from every different direction on a cruise like this, and you will love the dining. It's incredible. So we've got 2 weeks of cruising and we're out of Piraeus going into Thessaloniki first in Greece. Roman remains here, Orthodox churches, the upper walled city, which is pretty special here as well, seeing the Ottoman buildings. Volos is next. Mount Pelion is amazing with its distinct buildings. They're incredible views from here, and you can take the vintage railway too. A day at sea and we're in Istanbul in Turkey. Sultanahmet, which is home to Istanbul's main sightseeing attractions there, the Byzantine churches and so much more. Rhodes is next. Wonderful excursions here to Lindos and the Temple of Athena, the ruins of Kimeros and the Grand Master's Palace. Then we go across to Cyprus, to Limassol, travel by jeep to the Troodos Mountains here, visit the vineyards and have your picture taken by the waterfalls, very, very famous waterfalls there as well. Now we're in Egypt, Alexandria, another fascinating historical centre here, myriad of back streets to go and explore. We'll do an overnight transit through the amazing Suez Canal through to Sokna in Egypt, take a tour of the Red Sea Hills here and see two of the oldest monasteries available. Then we go on to Sharm el Sheikh in Egypt. Now this is wonderful, wonderful old market here to explore. It looks absolutely fascinating. Now we're going to disembark in Safaja in Egypt, and here we join a private transfer to your hotel in Hurghada for 3 nights. And while we're in Hurghada, of course, we're in the right place for a full tour to Luxor. Now, of course, this is Egypt's crown jewel. It's a place that the country loves showing off as well. You'll explore the Karnak temple's mysticism, the Valley of the Kings, the vibrant tombs here, the Colossi of Memnon as well, which is guarding the Valley of the Kings. And they're learning new things about these historical sites all of the time. And you'll also go to Queen Hatshepsut's legendary temple, which is a real draw in this part of the world. I mean, you have just the most amazing time here because, of course, you've got your escorted tours and you've got the stay there as well, so there's plenty of time at leisure. Now, from Hurghada, we're then going to fly you on to Cairo for a further 3 nights there, and you'll get to see the pyramids of Giza as well, of course, the last remaining wonder of the ancient world, and see the Sphinx as well, and the Egyptian Museum, where you can see the collection of Tutankhamun's treasures, before we then fly back from Cairo back to Sydney in Australia, of course. Back home we go. Wow! Honestly, I feel like we could talk about this all day and all night. I have just scratched the surface. There is so much more to tell, but you can see it is a big immersive holiday. It's 25 nights all told. The great thing is we've got pretty much a year to look forward to this, so we can put a low deposit down today of just $500 each, which is brilliant. And with Travel Pay Later, you can spread the cost of this holiday as well. And the cost is pretty darn good as well. Look at this. I mean, dollar for dollar, the value in this holiday is ridiculous. Under $6,000 each. That's the flights, the escorted tours, it's the cruise as well. It is just amazing. And a low deposit right now, remember this is a year away, $500 each today, and that's secured that amazing price tag for that brilliant holiday as well. Let's have a look at the details for upgrading then on the cruise. This is really, really superb. I have to say, you lucky, lucky people. Remember, this includes the flight from Sydney to Athens, 3 nights in a hotel there, the private full day tour there, to explore the city of Athens and all its ancient wonders. Then you've got that 2 weeks of cruising, remember, all the way from Athens, taking you through to Egypt. Then you've got the time in Hurghada, where of course you'll go to the Karnak's temple and you'll see the Valley of the Kings, and then another flight further to Cairo for a 3-night stay there and private tours there, seeing the pyramids of Giza and the ancient Sphinx as well. And seeing the collection of Tutankhamun's treasures, I think, is going to be the highlight of that, and it happens right at the end of the holiday. Plus, of course, then the flight back to Sydney. All of that for less than $6,000, and just a $500 each deposit today secures that deal. Now, you'll want to know more, so talk to our team right now. We've been over 25 years in this cruise business, so call us now, toll free 1300 408 764 is our number. And listen, if you're just new to us here at CruiseAway, well, as I mentioned just a moment ago, we've been around in the cruise business for over 25 years, and that's just one of the many reasons why so many people trust their cruise booking with us.
With over 25 years of travel experience, when booking with CruiseAway, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until the due date to pay your balance. You can browse our deals online at cruiseaway.com.au or call us toll free and speak to one of our experienced cruise consultants based right here in Australia. Plus, as a fully accredited member of CLIA, AFTA and ATAS, you have total confidence and complete peace of mind when booking with us. CruiseAway, you know you want to.
Do you know, I was just thinking as we went through all of those experiences that we have done over the last half an hour, I was just thinking, if I was trying myself as you at home with a computer, trying to knit together each individual element of these adventures that we've just been looking at, I would scream and never go on holiday. It would be the same for you, I'm absolutely sure. And that's why the team here at CruiseAway are amazing, honestly. Putting together and knitting all the timings together, doing all the hotel bookings. And of course, how can we do it? Well, of course, a lot of you book your holidays with us, and that gives us amazing buying power. With the cruise lines, yeah, we've got amazing relationships with those. We've had that for over 25 years. But also the hotel brands and tour operators and the airlines as well. So we really are opening the door with our keys to amazing, amazing adventures. Well, listen, I hope you've enjoyed the adventures. If you've missed anything, don't forget, of course, all of our shows are on our YouTube channel as well. Just search for CruiseAway Australia and you will find all the details there. And don't forget, of course, you can cruise away twice a day with us here on Gecko, 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Every single day in the afternoon. So make a date to come back, join myself and Joe and the rest of the team here at CruiseAway for some more big adventures. Whatever you're doing with the rest of the day, enjoy it, and I will see you back here with more soon. Bye-bye.